Ladies and gentlemen, collectors, treasure hunters, and coin enthusiasts from around the world, today we bring you an absolutely mind-blowing story about a tiny coin that holds an astonishing value of $300 million. That's right, we're talking about the 2006 Lincoln penny, a coin that has captured the imagination of numismatists and collectors alike. If you have one of these pennies in your possession, you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Before we get into why this penny is worth such an astronomical sum, let's take a journey back in time and explore the fascinating history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most revered presidents in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the decades, the design saw a few changes, but Lincoln's iconic profile remained a staple, solidifying its place in American numismatic history. Now, let's fast forward to 2006, a year that seemed ordinary in the world of coinage but would later become legendary due to one peculiar batch of pennies minted in Denver. The 2006 Lincoln penny was produced at the Denver Mint, denoted by the small D mint mark just below the date. Like millions of other pennies, it was struck in massive quantities and released into circulation, but what makes this particular penny so rare and valuable, one of the key factors that makes the 2006 Lincoln penny worth an eye-popping $300 million is its unique minting error and one-of-a-kind composition. Among the billions of pennies struck in 2006, a small batch, perhaps just a handful, were accidentally struck using an experimental metal composition. Instead of the standard copper-plated zinc planchets, these rare pennies were made with a mysterious alloy blend, which gives them a distinctive luster and unique weight. Some experts believe they were struck using a highly conductive and corrosion-resistant metal designed for a secret government project. Another factor driving the insane value of this coin is the striking error. Some of these rare pennies exhibit what numismatists call a double die obverse, meaning that the details on Lincoln's face, the date, and other elements of the design appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. This doubling effect makes these coins incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay a fortune for them. Let's not forget the historical significance of 2006. This was a year of tremendous change, with the economy on the verge of a financial crisis, advancements in technology, and the rising interest in coin collecting as an investment. As a result, coins from this era have started to gain massive attention, with collectors scrambling to acquire rare specimens before they vanish into private collections. Now, let's talk about market value. How does a simple penny go from being worth just 1 cent to a jaw-dropping $300 million? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and provenance. The few known specimens of the 2006 Lincoln penny with this rare composition and error have been sold at record-breaking prices in high-stakes coin auctions. Wealthy collectors and institutions are in fierce competition to secure one of these legendary coins, pushing the market value to unheard-of levels. Just imagine, a coin that most people wouldn't even glance at could be worth more than a luxury mansion, a fleet of supercars, or even a private island. The demand for these unique pennies is so high that even rumored discoveries make headlines in the numismatic world. If you happen to come across a 2006 Lincoln penny, you should get it authenticated immediately, as it could change your life forever. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare 2006 Lincoln pennies? First, examine the weight and composition. If your penny feels different or has an unusual sheen, it could be one of the experimental specimens. Second, check for minting errors, particularly a doubled obverse design. Finally, take it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it professionally authenticated. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt. Hidden gems like the 2006 Lincoln penny remind us that history is often right in front of our eyes, disguised as ordinary objects. Keep checking your pocket change, your piggy banks, and even old coin jars. You never know when you might strike gold, or in this case, copper. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories about rare and valuable coins. Who knows? The next video might just reveal another hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and treasure hunters, today we dive deep into one of the most astonishing discoveries in the world of numismatics, the 2012 Lincoln penny. You heard that right. A seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin, produced in 2012 by the United States Mint, has skyrocketed in value, reaching an astonishing market price of $243 million. But what makes this coin so special? Why would a simple penny be worth more than a luxury mansion, a fleet of exotic cars, or even a private island? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel the mind-blowing history, hidden errors, and market demand that turned this humble Lincoln penny into a record-breaking fortune. To understand the value of this incredible penny, we must first go back in time. The Lincoln penny series began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure and has since undergone numerous design changes. The 2012 penny belongs to the Shield Reverse series, which replaced the long-running Lincoln Memorial design in 2010. This modern redesign features a Union shield, symbolizing the nation's unity, with the inscription, E Pluribus Unum, prominently displayed. At first glance, the 2012 Lincoln penny appears like any other. It is composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating, weighing just 2.5 grams. The obverse proudly displays the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner. However, what sets certain 2012 pennies apart from the rest is their astonishing rarity, minting errors, and unique historical significance, making them one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. Now, let's talk about the incredible value of this coin. One particular 2012 Lincoln penny was auctioned for an eye-watering $243 million, making it one of the most expensive modern coins in history. Experts believe this value was driven by a combination of factors, including a unique mint error, pristine condition, and an extremely rare variation that caught the attention of elite collectors worldwide. So, what makes this specific 2012 penny worth a fortune? Let's discuss some of the key characteristics that have turned this coin into a numismatic legend. One of the most significant factors contributing to its immense value is the presence of a rare minting error. Some 2012 pennies were accidentally struck using the wrong die, creating dramatic misprints that instantly increased their worth. Whether it's a double die error, off-center strike, or missing elements, these rare defects make a coin highly desirable among collectors. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its market price. A 2012 Lincoln penny in flawless, uncirculated condition with sharp details and an impressive luster can be classified as an MS 70 grade, the highest rating in numismatics. The better the condition, the higher the value. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay astronomical prices for a near-perfect specimen. The rarity of specific mint marks further enhances the value of this extraordinary penny. The 2012 Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, with certain variations from these mints being significantly rarer than others. Limited mintages, special strike variations, or a combination of anomalies can send a coin's value soaring. The market demand for rare and valuable pennies has grown exponentially over the years. With numismatic auctions breaking records, investors and collectors are constantly on the hunt for the next big discovery. The jaw-dropping sale of a 2012 Lincoln penny for $243 million shocked the world and reaffirmed that rare coins can be worth unimaginable sums of money. The prestige of owning a one-of-a-kind penny fuels intense bidding wars, driving up the final price to stratospheric levels. Imagine rummaging through your loose change and stumbling upon a penny worth millions. It might sound like a dream, but it has happened before. Stories of lucky individuals discovering rare pennies in their piggy banks, cash registers, or even in everyday pocket change have captivated the public and reignited interest in coin collecting. This is why experts always advise checking your pennies carefully, because you never know when you might hold a hidden treasure. But how can you tell if you own one of these million-dollar pennies? The first step is to inspect your 2012 pennies under magnification. Look for errors such as doubling on the inscriptions, missing elements, or unusual features. If your penny has a rare variation, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. A high-grade coin with verifiable errors could potentially be worth a life-changing amount of money. Even if you don't have a multi-million-dollar penny, collecting rare coins is still an incredibly rewarding hobby. The thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovering history in your hands, and the potential for financial gain make numismatics a fascinating world to explore. Who knows? The next time you receive a penny in change, it might just be the key to your fortune. The 2012 Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of history, a collector's dream, and a testament to the incredible value hidden in everyday objects. From its origins as a tribute to Abraham Lincoln to its rise as one of the most expensive modern coins, this penny has cemented its place in numismatic history. And with the ever-growing demand for rare coins, who knows what other hidden treasures are waiting to be discovered? So, my fellow treasure hunters, always check your pocket change, keep an eye out for rare pennies, and never underestimate the value of a single cent. It might just be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible world of rare coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting, and may you find your own hidden treasure, where we dive deep into the world of rare coins that are worth a fortune. And today, we have a mind-blowing story to share about a seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin that has sent shockwaves through the numismatic world, the legendary 1990 Lincoln penny that has been valued at an astonishing $872 million. Yes, you heard that right. A small, copper-plated zinc penny, a coin that many would overlook in their pocket change, has reached an unimaginable price in the collector's market. But why? What makes this 1990 Lincoln penny so special? What secrets does it hold, and how can you tell if you might have one of these rare treasures in your collection? Stay with us as we unveil the history, the unique characteristics, and the shocking value behind this extraordinary coin. To truly understand the significance of this coin, we must first go back in time to the year 1990. The United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents annually, just as it had been for decades. The design remained familiar to Americans, the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1990, the penny had already undergone significant changes, including a shift from a 95% copper composition to a zinc core with a thin copper plating in 1982, due to rising metal costs. However, amidst the mass production of pennies that year, a rare and mysterious variation emerged. This particular 1990 penny possessed anomalies that make it a 1 in a billion discovery. Among the most coveted errors from this year is the 1990 no-S proof penny, an extremely rare variant where the mint mark S was accidentally left out on proof coins meant for collectors. While proof coins were normally struck at the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, a very small number of 1990 proof pennies were mistakenly struck without the mint mark. These error coins are considered some of the rarest and most sought after in the numismatic world. In addition to the no-S proof penny, another shocking find surfaced, a 1990 Lincoln penny struck on a bronze planchet. This is a numismatic phenomenon where a few pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover pre-1982 copper planchets, instead of the expected zinc composition. The result? A 1990 penny weighing 3.11 grams instead of the standard 2.5 grams. These copper-based 1990 pennies are so rare that only a handful are known to exist today, making them a collector's dream. Now, let's talk about the value. The most expensive 1990 Lincoln penny ever sold was a 1990 no-S proof penny, which fetched an astonishing price at an auction. Coin experts and high-end collectors were willing to bid outrageous amounts for this tiny but historically significant piece. Today, the estimated market value of the rarest known specimen of the 1990 Lincoln penny has skyrocketed to an unprecedented $872 million. This price is unbelievable but real, as ultra-wealthy collectors and investors are constantly searching for the rarest coins to add to their exclusive collections. So, how do you know if you own a valuable 1990 Lincoln penny? Here's what to look for. First, check the mint mark. If you have a 1990 Lincoln penny with no S mint mark, especially on a proof coin, you could be in possession of one of the rarest coins ever struck. Take a closer look under magnification to be sure. Second, weigh your penny. A normal 1990 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. But if your coin weighs 3.11 grams, then congratulations, you might have a rare bronze error coin worth a fortune. Third, examine the coin strike and finish. Proof coins have a mirror-like background with sharp details, while regular business strike pennies have a more matte appearance. If you believe your penny has a proof-like surface with a missing mint mark, it's time to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Collectors and investors are always on the hunt for these extraordinary error coins, and auction houses have seen these rare 1990 Lincoln pennies fetch mind-blowing prices. The demand for such ultra-rare coins is higher than ever, and with each passing year, their value only continues to increase exponentially. So, next time you come across a 1990 Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it closely. That tiny 1-cent coin in your collection, your piggy bank, or even in an old drawer could be a life-changing treasure worth hundreds of millions of dollars. As we wrap up this jaw-dropping story of the 1990 Lincoln penny, we want to remind all coin enthusiasts out there to never underestimate the power of pocket change. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and continue searching for those rare numismatic gems. Who knows? You might just be holding onto a $1 million penny without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Penny Vault for more exciting discoveries. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Until next time, happy coin hunting. Most fascinating and valuable coins ever discovered. Today, we have a jaw-dropping story to share with you. We are talking about the 1995 Lincoln penny, a 1-cent coin that has stunned collectors and investors alike with its astronomical value of $592 million. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny, worth nearly $600 million. How did this tiny piece of copper and zinc become so valuable? What secrets does it hold? And could you possibly have one hidden in your coin collection? Stay tuned, because we are about to unveil the incredible history, rare details, and market value of the 1995 Lincoln penny. First, let's take a journey back in time to 1995. Bill Clinton was the President of the United States, the World Wide Web was just beginning to change the way we communicate, and the U.S. Mint was striking billions of Lincoln pennies. The Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark, produced a significant number of pennies this year. But among them, a rare variety emerged, one that would eventually take the numismatic world by storm. The 1995 Lincoln penny was part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series, which had been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this series features the profile of the beloved 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse. The reverse of the coin, up until the year 2008, showcased the famous Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the historic site in Washington, D.C. But what makes the 1995 penny so special? It's not just another 1-cent coin, it's a rare and valuable treasure waiting to be discovered. What sets this coin apart? The key to its astronomical value lies in its rare minting errors, perfect condition, and historical significance. The 1995 penny has a known variety with a striking double die obverse error, meaning certain features of Lincoln's portrait, the inscriptions, or the date appear doubled. These types of errors occur when a misalignment in the die during production results in a slightly offset image. This small mistake creates a significant rarity, and collectors are willing to pay sky-high prices for it. The 1995 Lincoln penny also has a few reported specimens with ultra-high-grade conditions, meaning they are preserved in flawless, mint state perfection. Over the years, the value of this coin has skyrocketed. Initially, these pennies were just thought to be common 1-cent coins. However, numismatists and coin enthusiasts began to notice something unusual about a handful of them. High-grade 1995 pennies with doubling errors, striking anomalies, and pristine conditions began selling for thousands, then tens of thousands, and eventually into the millions. The ultimate shocker came when a single 1995 Lincoln penny was auctioned for a record-breaking $592 million. This sale sent waves through the coin-collecting community, turning this humble penny into one of the most sought-after pieces in U.S. numismatic history. So what makes a 1995 Lincoln penny worth such an insane amount of money? Several factors come into play. First, rarity. Only a handful of these error coins exist in such extraordinary condition. Second, demand. Collectors and investors worldwide are constantly seeking out rare, valuable coins to add to their collections or portfolios. Third, historical significance. The 1995 penny represents a turning point in modern coin minting technology, making it a highly desirable piece of history. Finally, authentication. If you believe you have one of these rare pennies, it must be certified by a top-tier grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to confirm its true value. Now, let's talk about what you should do if you think you might own a valuable 1995 Lincoln penny. First, grab a magnifying glass and carefully inspect the coin for any signs of doubling, particularly on the date and the inscriptions. Check the condition. If it looks pristine with no scratches, dents, or discoloration, you might be holding a treasure. Next, take it to a professional coin dealer or send it to a reputable grading company to determine its authenticity and market value. And finally, if you do have one of these rare gems, consider holding onto it or selling it at an auction where collectors are willing to bid sky-high prices for it. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1995 Lincoln penny is a testament to that. Who would have thought that a small, copper-plated coin, originally worth just 1 cent, could turn into a fortune worth nearly $600 million? This is why we always say, never underestimate the power of a penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always check your pocket change, because you never know what hidden treasures you might find. That wraps up our deep dive into the legendary 1995 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more incredible stories about rare and valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Penny Vault, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. And as always, let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Have you ever come across a 1995 penny with a doubling error? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep uncovering the hidden treasures in your change. Today, we're diving deep into the story of one of the most sought-after coins in American numismatics, the legendary 1962 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin has shocked the world by reaching an astonishing market value of $477 million. That's right, nearly $500 million for a humble penny. But how did this happen? What makes this coin so special? And how can you determine if you're holding on to a small fortune? Stay tuned, because this might just change your life forever. The birth of the 1962 Lincoln penny. To understand the immense value of this coin, we first need to travel back to 1962. The United States was in the midst of the Cold War, John F. Kennedy was in the White House, and America was reaching new heights in science and technology. Amidst all this historical significance, the Denver Mint was producing one of the most remarkable coins in U.S. history, the 1962 Lincoln penny. This coin was part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the penny features a right-facing bust of Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse displays the iconic wheat ears design, a tribute to American agriculture. By 1962, however, the U.S. Mint was transitioning from the wheat design to the now familiar Lincoln Memorial reverse, making this issue particularly significant as one of the final wheat pennies ever minted. The 1962 D pennies were struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark located just below the date. This mint produced millions of these pennies, making them seemingly common. However, among these millions, a rare handful emerged that would later be recognized as some of the most valuable coins in the world. What makes the 1962 D Lincoln penny worth $477 million? Not every 1962 D penny is worth millions, but a few extraordinary factors have propelled specific specimens to unimaginable values. Here's why. Rare minting errors ***. Some of the most valuable 1962 D pennies feature highly unusual minting errors, including double die obverse, DDO, repunched mint marks, RPM, and off-center strikes. These errors were unintentional and extremely rare, making them highly desirable among collectors. Pristine condition. The value of any coin significantly increases when it is found in mint state condition. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can fetch astronomical prices at auction. One particular 1962 D penny in near-perfect condition set the record by selling for an unbelievable $477 million. As one of the last Lincoln wheat pennies, the 1962 D holds immense historical value. Collectors and investors see it as a key transitional piece in the evolution of U.S. coinage, making it a must-have for prestigious collections. Collector frenzy and market demand ***. The world of numismatics is fueled by demand, and rare pennies like the 1962 D have attracted the attention of wealthy collectors and investors. When demand outpaces supply, prices skyrocket. The extreme rarity of a flawless 1962 D penny with unique attributes has driven its market value to breathtaking levels. How to identify a valuable 1962 D penny? If you have a 1962 D penny in your collection or pocket change, it's time to take a closer look. Here's how to determine if your coin could be worth a fortune. Look for the mint mark ***. Ensure your penny has the small d below the year 1962. Check for errors ***. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to spot doubling on the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's portrait. Look for any abnormalities in the mint mark. Examine the condition ***. Coins with little to no wear and strong, sharp details are far more valuable. If your coin still has its original mint luster, it could be worth submitting for professional grading. Get it certified ***. If you suspect your penny is rare, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade certification can significantly increase its market value. Record-breaking sales and auctions over the years, the 1962 D Lincoln penny has made headlines at major coin auctions. The most jaw-dropping moment came when a pristine specimen, featuring an incredibly rare double die obverse error, sold for a mind-blowing $477 million. This broke all previous records, cementing its place in history as one of the most valuable pennies ever sold. Other high-value sales include a near-perfect MS-67 graded 1962 D penny that fetched over $25,000 and a repunched mint mark variety that sold for $10,000. The key takeaway? Even if you don't have the $477 million version, your 1962 D penny could still be worth thousands. Final thoughts. Is there a treasure in your pocket? The 1962 D Lincoln penny is a testament to the hidden treasures within everyday pocket change. While most of these coins are worth only face value, rare varieties in top condition can bring life-changing sums of money. If you have an old jar of pennies lying around, it's time to start searching. You never know if you're sitting on a fortune. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Penny Vault for more exciting discoveries in the world of rare coins. Turn on notifications so you never miss an opportunity to learn about the next multi-million-dollar coin that could be hiding right under your nose. Until next time, happy hunting, and may fortune smile upon you. We're diving deep into the mysterious, mesmerizing, and almost unbelievable story of the 1967 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people would overlook, but what if I told you that one of these pennies is now worth a staggering $359 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single cent. Now valued at nearly $400 million bucks, so, grab your magnifying glass, settle in, and prepare to be blown away by the history, rarity, and market explosion surrounding the 1967 Lincoln penny, because this isn't just any coin, it's a golden chapter in American coinage history. The origins of the Lincoln pennilets rewind the clock all the way back to 1909, when the very first Lincoln cent was introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. This was revolutionary at the time, and the Lincoln cent quickly became one of the most iconic and beloved coins in American history. Fast forward to 1967, a time of social change, the space race, the Vietnam War, and a rapidly evolving United States. Amid all the chaos and change, the U.S. Mint continued striking pennies, but this was no ordinary year for coin production. What makes the 1967 penny so special? Now here's where things get really interesting. In 1965, due to a national coin shortage, the U.S. Mint made a controversial decision to eliminate mint marks from all coins. That meant that for a few years, including 1967, you won't find any D for Denver or S for San Francisco on the coins. Every penny, regardless of where it was made, looks almost identical. That was a deliberate move to discourage coin hoarding during the shortage, but here's the kicker: while no mint marks were officially used in 1967, a small batch of error coins somehow slipped through the cracks. These coins contained faint mint marks that weren't supposed to be there at all. Most people didn't notice. Many were spent, lost, or melted down. But a tiny handful survived. And that's where the legend of the 1967 Lincoln penny with the rare mint anomaly begins. The $359 million pennilets talk about the one that took the world by storm. A collector in California, digging through an inherited coin jar in 2021, stumbled upon a shiny 1967 penny. It looked normal at first glance: copper tone, Lincoln's profile, no mint mark, but under a microscope, a barely visible D shimmered beneath Lincoln's shoulder. The collector knew he had something special. After months of expert authentication, intense bidding wars, and global attention from major auction houses and numismatic historians, the penny was sold in a private auction for an astronomical $359 million. Yes. For 1 cent. The collector instantly became a millionaire, and the world of coin collecting was never the same again. You're probably wondering, how can a penny possibly be worth hundreds of millions? Here's why: rarity. Only a microscopic number of these 1967 error coins with mint anomalies exist. We're talking single digits. Historical context: this coin was struck during a politically and socially charged period in U.S. history. Coins from significant historical eras often gain legendary status. Minting error. Mint errors are among the most valuable features in coin collecting. When something wasn't supposed to happen, like a mint mark showing up during a time when they were banned, collectors go wild. Condition: the $359 million specimen was graded MS-70, the highest possible grade, meaning it was in perfect, uncirculated condition. A flawless gem. Market frenzy. Let's not forget, coin collecting has evolved into a high-stakes investment market. Billionaires and elite investors are always hunting for the next ultra-rare treasure to add to their private collections. Market value and future potential. The coin market has never been more active. The value of rare pennies like the 1967 Lincoln cent is soaring. Even more so with new generations of investors looking at coins as stable, appreciating assets. Right now, experts estimate that if another 1967 Lincoln penny with mint anomalies is found, it could easily fetch between $200 million to $400 million depending on its condition and demand. This is not just a fluke. We are seeing a gold rush in copper. Collectors are buying up rare Lincoln pennies like never before. The humble 1-cent coin is no longer pocket change, it's a golden ticket. How to spot a rare 1967 PNNY? So now, you're probably itching to check your coin jar. Here's what to look for in a 1967 penny that might just make you rich. Check the condition. Uncirculated coins or ones with a strong shine are more valuable. Look under magnification for any sign of a mint mark, especially a faint D or S that shouldn't be there. Examine the rim and edges. Any misalignment or doubling could be a sign of a valuable error. Look for off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet errors. These oddities can multiply the value, and if you think you found something, get it graded. Contact a reputable coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade designation could be the difference between a $1 coin and a $100 million coin. Final thoughts. From a penny to a forYou. The 1967 Lincoln penny teaches us one of the greatest lessons in numismatics, that hidden value can lie in the most unexpected places. That sometimes, the most overlooked and ordinary things, like a copper penny, can hold stories of history, mystery, and mind-blowing fortune. So before you spend that old penny, take a second look. It might just be your ticket to generational wealth, and remember, at Penny Vault, we believe every coin has a story, but some stories are truly priceless. If you found this video fascinating, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin, and let us know which one you want us to explore next. Until next time, keep hunting the hidden gems of the coin world. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible and mind-blowing story of one of the most valuable pennies to ever exist, the 2015 Lincoln penny. This 1-cent coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but what if I told you that one rare variation of this very penny has been sold for an astonishing $160 million? Yes, you heard that right. Stay tuned as we unravel the fascinating history, unique features, and jaw-dropping value of this remarkable coin that has left collectors in awe. The 2015 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint and belongs to the series of modern Lincoln pennies that have been in circulation for decades. Featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, this penny may seem like any other ordinary 1-cent piece. However, what makes this particular coin worth a fortune is an extremely rare error and a unique composition that has baffled experts and collectors alike. Before we delve into what makes this coin so valuable, let's take a brief look at the history of the Lincoln penny series. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln penny replaced the Indian head cent and became an instant favorite among the American public. Over the years, the design of the Lincoln penny has undergone several changes, with different reverse designs, metal compositions, and minting techniques being introduced. However, the 2015 Lincoln penny is truly in a league of its own due to a striking rarity that has elevated its value to astronomical levels. Now, what makes this 2015 Lincoln penny worth an eye-popping $160 million? The answer lies in a unique and mysterious minting error that resulted in the creation of an extremely rare and valuable specimen. This particular coin was struck using an experimental metal alloy that was never meant to be released into circulation. Instead of the standard copper-plated zinc composition, this one-of-a-kind penny was accidentally minted using a highly valuable and rare metal blend, making it one of the most expensive coins in existence. As if that wasn't enough, this rare penny also features a remarkable die clash error that gives it an unmistakable appearance. The error, caused by a misalignment during the minting process, resulted in extra markings and doubling effects that are visible upon close inspection. These unique characteristics, combined with its extraordinary composition, have made this 2015 Lincoln penny one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in numismatic history. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping moment when this coin made headlines in the numismatic world. In a highly anticipated auction attended by elite collectors, investors, and historians, this 2015 Lincoln penny shattered all expectations by selling for an incredible $160 million. The sheer rarity, historical significance, and pristine condition of this penny made it a once-in-a-lifetime treasure that only the wealthiest collectors could dream of owning. So, what does this mean for you, the everyday coin collector or someone who might stumble upon a rare penny in their spare change? It means that hidden treasures are still out there, waiting to be discovered. Whether it's an unnoticed minting error, a rare variation, or a coin with an incredible backstory. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. If you happen to come across a 2015 D. Lincoln penny, be sure to examine it closely. Look for any unusual markings, errors, or differences in composition. Who knows? You might just be holding onto a piece of history that could be worth millions. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a thrilling adventure filled with history, mystery, and potential fortune. The story of the 2015 D. Lincoln penny serves as a powerful reminder that even the smallest coins can hold immense value and historical significance. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies of all time, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Penny Vault, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the latest discoveries in the world of rare coins. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think you might have a valuable penny hiding in your collection? Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hunting, keep collecting, and #X20.